Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, it is, of course, October the 7th. The not only the 1 year anniversary since the Hamas attack on Israel, but it's going to be the said. In this case, it's going to be I want to believe the 29th day till election day. And more than ever, we can't just sit here and look at the Electoral College. We can't just go and count polls. We need to make a difference. And that's why we, more than ever, are going to do what we can on this channel to get Donald Trump elected. Red Eagle Politics is smartly pursuing the same agenda. He, of course, is more advanced with a more expanded community. I may have a very small community of said supporters and a channel of subscribers, and that's fine. The thing is, we need everyone, and I mean everyone, to get out and vote. Unless you want Kamala Harris to get elected president, because you got to be out of your insane mind. Okay, Kamala Harris as president, guys. You got the people that believe, and I mean the people everywhere, that believe that Kamala Harris is going to be good. You realize she had a 22% approval rating. That was the lowest she's ever got. And then ever since she ran for president, she got boosted up. That's because of the media, because the media is on a side. The media is desperate more than ever. They are not going to let Democrats lose. They're definitely not going to let Donald Trump win. So they're going to do whatever they can. Lying about Project 2025, which Donald Trump clearly stated that he had nothing to do with it. Has he brought up Project 2025 in his rallies? No. And sometimes he brought it up only to condone it, because he had nothing to do with it. The party of information is obviously the party of disinformation and misinformation, the favorite words they love to talk about. But they are the party of disinformation. They are the party of misinformation, because if they weren't the party of misinformation and disinformation, they wouldn't be lying about Project 2025, which isn't an agenda of, like they like to say, making a federal ban on abortions. In fact, Project 2025 would protect federal abortions, as well as, in this case, protecting a U.S. state's right to decide whether abortion should be legal or not. But the deal is, they're actually grifting, because they don't care about abortion. I made this clear so many times on my channel. The left, the Democrat Party, doesn't care about abortion. They care about winning. And they will mobilize whatever they can, compared to the average voter, what they care about: abortion. And they will use the media to gaslight lies. So we have a lot at stake, even though I am very well confident. Well, I wouldn't say confident, but I'm pretty sure the outcome will go pretty well for Trump, because if you do not know history, we know that the polls uh always, and I mean always, are in favor for Democrats during the end of the campaigning season. I'm not going to go over that. I mean, we have so much to go over. If you don't know, if you guys are interested into politics and you won't even realize and research the basic history, then you might as well just drop politics altogether, because you know nothing about it. You don't want to do the research. The fact is, Democrats always get a polling rise starting August and September. History's repeating itself, and if history repeats itself the right way, and it continues to repeat itself as it's doing right now, Trump's gonna win. because the pendulum always turns the other way. It turned the other way for Barack Obama in 2012. Mitt Romney got a lot of votes. I mean, if Obama won Wisconsin, what as Joe Biden won Wisconsin in 2020? Oh yeah, Obama would have lost Wisconsin to Romney easily, as well as Michigan. Pennsylvania, Romney would have been declared the winner. If Barack Obama performed an electoral college, performed his performed the same showing as Joe Biden in 2020, in 2008, yeah, Barack Obama would be easily ousted by Mitt Romney. But because Obama performed exponentially very well in the said states that really matter, he got reelected, even though Romney really did turn the pendulum the other way, turning Wisconsin to a solid blue state to a leading blue state, turning it back by over almost 10 points. Yeah, I'm just telling you, the pendulum turns the other way. All Donald Trump needs to do is turn the pendulum 0.7% in Wisconsin, 0.1% in Georgia, 0.3% in Arizona. He wins. It's just stupid. Common sense. Come on, people. You guys are so. I mean, okay, a lot of people, but leftists in general, debating with leftists, I'm telling you, don't bother. Don't bother. If they go and tell you Kamala's going to win, don't bother. Don't bother, because they're so ignorant and dumb and stupid that they won't even consider that yeah, your comment itself is just ridiculous. But yeah, Kamala will win if we don't act. We can't go ahead and trust the logic that, you know what, the pendulum is going to turn the other way in favor for Trump, and that's going to turn Arizona, Wisconsin, and Georgia. And because I've mentioned many times before, the Democratic Party is a war party machine. They will do what they can, and in some cases cheat in order to win. We know that they all technically kind of cheated by dismissing 14 million voters who voted for Joe Biden in the 2024 Democratic primaries to get someone who honestly is not even on, who no one even voted for this woman, not even one vote for the nomination. Not even one vote. She's now the leading person in charge. It's just ridiculous. It's the establishment, and it's the big elitists and their ability and determination to hold on to their power. So how can you help Trump? Okay? Instead of just sitting here watching my videos and getting hopeful about the election. Because every day we get some article from the liberal news media on how bad it is for Donald Trump and how Kamala Harris is going to win. And then it seems as if we are trying to find some good news. And you turn to either Red Eagle Politics or Real America or Gold Crown Politics or On Point Politics or one of us, even me. You rely on us to tell you good news. No, well, guess what? That's not going to work. I'm sorry. No. We can't just sit here and pretend it's going well for Donald Trump. It is. But ideally and realistically, if we're in a situation where it's bad for Republicans, like in 2020, we can't just sit here and say how good it is. We need to make a difference. That's why Red Eagle Politics, I'm sure he will not mind at all if I shared this, did his said post on how we can help Donald Trump win the election. Your homework to help Trump win or face 8 years of Kamala is here. So this is what you guys can do. Honestly, I think I can definitely link it down below. But yes, there's no reason, there's nothing stopping us from participating in this. It's hard work, absolutely. But is it worth it? It is. It is when it comes to stop getting Kamala Harris elected. Okay? There are 12 different links that you guys can choose from. There's of course win.donaldtrump.com. Donate to Trump. You can give the bare minimum and get your lower propensity friends and family to vote. Now, yeah, just get your family and friends to vote. Just convince others. And so far, guys, we are doing very well. Get convincing people that Kamala Harris is an existential threat. I had a friend of mine, who is from Dallas, who has a friend from Seattle, and she has her, and this friend from Seattle was her roommate. Okay, and I don't know where they went to school. They are college students, and they specifically had difference of opinion. The woman from Dallas is specifically more conservative. I would say, actually, no, sorry. She's from Tucson, Arizona. Never mind. I'm thinking about another lady, but yes, Tucson. She's from Tucson. She has a friend from Seattle, and she total difference in opinion, by the way. Total difference. The woman from Seattle, you could guess, obviously is more woke because it's Seattle, and then the woman from Tucson, even though Tucson's a more liberal city, is more conservative. And so for years these women have been debating until recently, very recently, like 2 days ago. The woman from Seattle came out and said, "You're right. You are right. Kamala Harris is a threat. She's scary. She is communism. It is wrong." And she said that she will do whatever she can to get Donald Trump elected. I'm talking about a woman from Seattle who does not like Donald Trump, does not like the Republican Party, and is now coming out saying, "You know what? Donald Trump is way better than what he's going up against." She's not even saying she's going to vote for Donald Trump, but she says she's going to vote Republican down ballot. Because, guys, people, I mean, I give a lot of respect to people, to Democrats that say, "Oh, I'm going to vote Donald Trump because Kamala Harris is just totally incompetent. But I think I'm going to go vote down ballot for Democrats." I respect that because it takes a lot for these Democrats to leave the home base. I give a lot of respect to that. And I could challenge them and say, "Hey, you could you need to go and vote down ballot for Republicans too, because we need to stop these communist Democrats from challenging Trump and beating Trump on the said executive branch." But you guys could do either way. But for me personally, I'm already asking too much. I think it's took so much for this one person to come out and tell me that, "Hey, I'm voting for Donald Trump." And I can't just say, "Okay, good, now vote down ballot." Well, okay, this is already hard for them. Let them make the decision. But the most important deal is, and what should be praised, is that they are voting for Donald Trump because they have common sense. Okay, they're not voting for Kamala Harris because she's a woman, a person of color. Like, who cares? Who cares? We need policy. We need policy. Another friend of mine had been a longtime liberal. Longtime liberal, I would say more moderate. And just recently, he texted me and told me that he is going to vote for Donald Trump. And he had been a long-time Democrat, growing up as a Democrat, and now he's leaving the base. He's leaving his family, who I can imagine is really upset with him. But he's saying, "Oh yeah, if Kamala Harris gets elected, we're screwed." We are screwed, guys. That's why I never done this before. I never literally pulled a group of links like I'm doing right now, a group of websites, and telling you how you can donate to Donald Trump. I've never done this before. So you could imagine Kamala Harris must be a really, really dire threat if I'm doing this right now. And she is. She is. And you could pull up any Democrat. If, like, Chuck Schumer's running for president, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be like, oh, well, we're going to win the midterms. Or, let's just say, you can get Tim Walz or Hakeem Jeffries. I would be like, oh, well, we can win the midterms. But Kamala Harris, who honestly, if she was a male, I would call her the Antichrist. Because she literally is the Antichrist. But unfortunately, you have to be a male, according to prophecy, Christian beliefs, in order to be the Antichrist. So she's not the Antichrist. But my goodness. If there was a female version of the Antichrist, are you kidding me? So this is why we have these links. So get your family and friends to vote. Phone banking, poll watching, okay? Protectthevote.com, paying for polls, okay? And that's what we are doing, watching these polls. There's also voter registration. We have only a few days to vote. Register to vote. I want to believe today is the last day for Georgia, Arizona to register. If you're from those states, register to vote. It's not hard. I'm registered. Register to vote. Vote early. Get grassroots voters. Because grassroots voters matter. You can also download the earlyvoteaction.com, which specifically goes after grassroots voters registration. You can get those grassroots activism along with also phone banking registration efforts, etc. on the downloadable app. That is tpaction.com. AmeriPac.org will allow you to get paid $30 an hour by Elon Musk to chase ballots for Trump in these swing states. You want to raise money? $30 an hour. Which, honestly, take the opportunity. I'm not from a swing state. I would love to believe Minnesota is a swing state, but I'm not from a swing state. I could drive over to Wisconsin, but I'm broke. I'm a middle-class American who doesn't have a job, that really doesn't make. I'm not even making money from this. Just for free time does videos on politics. I mean, I can't do it. But if you're from these swing states, take advantage of the AmeriPac.org. It's not too late. Absolutely not too late. You got a month, and if Red Eagle Politics is telling you it's posting this link and encouraging you to do it, you know it's definitely not too late. If you want to raise good money, not on an issue that you care about most, I more than encourage you to take advantage of the AmeriPac.org program, which is a program by Elon Musk in efforts to chase ballots for Trump in these swing states. Number 8, turnoutfortrump.com. Specifically is paid canvassing. Honestly, do not know what that is, but click on the link. Tells you what it is. PAChase.com specifically is ballot chasing in Pennsylvania, a state that we honestly, real electoral college wise, we don't really need to win it. But if we got it, if we can win it, it'd be great and useful. There's 10xvotes.com, which specifically focuses on 4 swing states. Right now, it's only focused in Michigan. Coming soon, though, will be Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Arizona. This is specifically for turning out lower propensity voters. And then finally, posters. Creating posters. And honestly, you can use just simple software like what I'm using right now, paint.net, which is only being used right now to help give a visual of what I'm trying to show you. But paint.net's a very simple software. Of course, Red Eagle wants you to click on this link. But creating posters, printing posters, very simple. You can create your poster right here. Very simple, as you can see. So, as you know, Red Eagle Politics has made a comprehensive guide to how we as a community can get Donald Trump reelected. And honestly, this is mainly just for his community, right? No, wrong. No, wrong. Absolutely wrong. This isn't just for his community. We could, as you can know, as you can clearly see in the context, he's talking about his community, but ideally, this is for the Republican Party. This is the MAGA base. So, although I'm talking to my subscribers right now, you don't have to be subscribed. I care about you guys following this guide more than liking this video and subscribing. That could come later. This comes now, because the more we put this off, the more the likelihood will rise, and we will be sitting watching the Electoral College and Kamala Harris getting over 313 electoral votes. Do you want that to happen? No. That's going to be devastating to the country. Devastating. A disgrace. We cannot let this happen. Democrats. We question, why do Democrats win so much? Because they're unified. Duh. Sure, they have disagreements with foreign policy, but overall, they hate Trump, so they'll come together and in hatred towards this one person and do what they can to destroy this one person's reputation. And they do this. They hate him not because he's Donald Trump, because of his personality. They don't hate him because of that. They don't hate him because of his rhetoric, quote, quote. No, they hate him because he's a Republican. Duh! Because he's a threat to Democrats. When Democrats say that Donald Trump's a threat to democracy, they actually mean that Donald Trump's a threat to the Democrat Party. And he is. He honestly, seriously is. Because no one can overperform more than Donald Trump. No one. And the Democrats know this. That's why they try to indict him. That's why they try to throw him in jail. So that he can't get nominated and overperform on the ballot. They're doing this right now. Jack Smith in Florida filing another appeals case to get Trump in jail. Why is he doing this? It's not because they're losing. It's because they don't want to chance it. So it's obviously common sense. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below if you have already donated. If you have already taken advantage of most of these or one of them, do it again. There's no reason why you can't do it again. I'm taking, if you click this video, other than trolling, honestly, there's going to be a lot of trolls. There's trolls out there. The more we get closer to election day, the more the trolls will come. But other than trolling, of course, if you clicked on this video, you most likely want to see Donald Trump elected. you most likely want to, or you want to know what I want to say, what the MAGA base has to say, how the MAGA base is going to try to get Donald Trump elected. You most likely are trying to do that, other than trolling. I exclude the trolls because they half of them are bots, by the way. Other of them are just left wing NPCs. So let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.